All right, 9.2, translations, more than meets the eye. What is a translation? All right, a translation or a slide transformation basically just takes whatever image or whatever pre-image and then just slides it around your graph paper. Okay, so there's two ways we do this. The first way is called coordinate notation, where you write it with parentheses. You start off with an x and a y, and then what do you want to do with the x and y? You want to add 9 to the x and add 11 to the y. So here's our pre-image, the original image, and we want to slide it 9 units to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, which is right over my face. And then you're going to slide it up 11 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And that's where it ended up. All right, so 9 to the right and 11 units up. That's all it is just sliding your pre-image around. So there's another way to write this. We call it component form or vector form. It's a shorthand way of writing it. It's in bracket parentheses, so they're corner parentheses. And you can just say 9 in the x direction and 11 in the y direction. All right, so this is more like a physics way of writing the translation. All right, let's do a few examples. Here we have a triangle TRL. I want you to move it 7 units in the x direction, the positive x direction, and 3 units down in the y direction. So that's a pretty easy thing to do. You can do it by counting each point individually. So if we take T, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 3 units down, 1, 2, 3, and our new T is there. Our T prime is there at -1, 2. So that's one way, is by counting. The other way is just using math. Well, counting is using math, but doing it mathematically, all you have to do is take our original point, the -8 and 5, and apply these functions to it. Add 7, subtract 3. -8, add 7, gives you -1. And 5 minus 3 gives you 2. And that gives us the same answer. All right, so we can do that for each individual point, and you should end up with T prime equals -1, 2, R prime equals -1, -1, and L prime at 4, -1, either by counting or by using the math. Your choice. There it is. Pretty nice. Let's do another one. This one, I don't give you graph paper. I don't ask you to graph it, but I ask you to translate it. -3 in the x direction, +6 in the y direction. So it's easy if you just do the math to all of these points. Y prime, 0, 5. E prime, 2, 7. A prime, -3, 10. And H prime, -9, 8. And I know I went through that pretty quickly, but if you want to pause the video and double check my math, all I did was subtract 3 to all the x values and added 6 to all the y values. Translation is kind of easy. Here is the last example for today. We're going backwards. They're going to give you the translation, the blue box and the red box, and they're going to ask you to write the coordinate notation and the component form or the vector form of the answer. All right, so the very important thing is you have to read the directions. Does it want you to go from red to blue or blue to red? That's important because on a test, if you go the wrong way, you're going to get the wrong answer. But in this case, it wants you to go from blue to red. So from blue to red. So the way that you do that is you just take one corner and match it to the other corner and count. How many times you go to the left and how many times you go up. And it turns out you go to the left 11 units and up 9 units. That is the coordinate notation. The short way, or the component form or vector form, is -11, 9. All right, that's all we have for today. Go ahead and enjoy the homework.